How's it going, YouTube? This is Strange AI, and today we have the Sunday auction series. This is number 5 on the list. We changed up the way I was doing this a little bit. Did not post a video last week so we could get these caught up, per se. Try to explain it the best I can. Basically, with a 10-day auction, you start on the Thursday, which I've been starting on, and then it's not the coming Sunday, but the following Sunday that it goes off. Now, the issue with that is it just gets kind of confusing. Like, people are like, oh, like, auctions are going off this Sunday, but it's not the same cards you just showed. I mean, honestly, it's really confusing just even saying it. I'm confused. I just know how it works, and I know how I want it to work from now going forward. So basically, from now on, every Thursday, we will post a video just like this one. We will show off the cards, and these cards that you see in these videos will be going off the Sunday coming up. So it is Thursday in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In 3 days, these will be going off live on auction. And if I can go live, I will. If not, they're going to be there for you anyway. Link is in the description. Meanwhile, every Thursday, I will also be uploading the auctions for the following week. So you can also take a look and take a preview at what will be in the video for next week. Hopefully that explains it. Again, it's a little bit confusing, but basically what you see here, this is going off on Sunday. What you see, the other cards, when you click on the link in the description, that is what will be going off in 10 days from now. So, I mean, you really don't have to pay attention to that because, again, I'll be showing that off next week. So, all right, let's jump into this. Again, I did go with 45 cards now. That's where I kind of want to be. So 42 singles. It just makes sense the way I have conditions. So I have 6 condition scales, near mint, excellent, light play, moderately play, heavily played, and damaged. And if I go around 6 times, that's 42. So, 7 of each condition. This gives everybody a little bit of variety. Not only are the cards different, conditions different, gives everybody a chance to maybe, hey, I can't afford a card in near mint condition, but maybe I can afford it in heavily played condition. It just makes things work that way. So it's 42 singles. And then we are doing 3 graded cards after this week from now on. But this week, for this purposes only, we have 40 singles, 2 graded cards. I know this is all really confusing the way I've explained it, but from here going out, it will be less confusing. And then the following week, there should be 0 confusion. So let's jump into this. I had the sleeves pulled off to the side of me just to make things a little quicker here. I have the list in front of me so I can check on each condition, and we'll basically go through each one of these cards that's going off again this Sunday. Again, link in the description if you want to bid on this. And yeah, I'll sleeve them up as I go here. And again, it just makes it so it's easier. You don't have to take the time to unsleeve while I'm doing the video. So let me get my list up. We have it here. And all right, there we go. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Again, going off on Sunday. I'll try to go live. I did not get a chance to go live last week just because it was Easter Sunday. I was spending some time with my dad at the moment, and it made more sense to drink a beer with my dad and spend some time rather than going live. So, sorry. But yeah, let's get into this. First up, we have Arcanine from Hail Blizzard. This copy in light play. As you can see, we got a little bit of a dent in the top there, a little bit of a nick. You can see it more in the back, but overall this copy is super clean. That's why I went with light play on that, though. Again, I've said it a couple times. If you're not new to this series, I have no problem showing off what I consider to be in a certain condition. I have nothing to hide. I mean, there's no reason to lie about this stuff because the difference in price is minuscule. So your integrity, your dignity is worth a lot more than like $4, $3, or whatever for a card. So I'm confident in the conditions that I have listed. What you see on the camera is exactly what you're going to get. And yeah, if you disagree, comment, say what you feel. And I mean, I'm not going to necessarily agree with you, but I'll at least listen to what you have to say. But again, I'm pretty confident in the conditions I describe this stuff in. So what you see is what you get. And if you look in the description of each card, you'll see the condition, and you can actually get a definition of how I even describe that further in there as well. So again, Arcanine, light play from Hail Blizzard. Again, really clean copy overall, just a decent sized dent right there, which is why I didn't mark it as anything higher than light play. All right, moving on. We have Kyurem Hollow from Thunder Knuckle. This one in moderate play. You can see a little bit of a line indent in the front there. Overall, pretty clean copy on the face. Back, pretty clean as well. A little scratching, a couple things here and there. But again, big thing with this one would be the dent there. But, I mean, some people still call this near mint. I think there's another one up here, too. For me, I would just rather play it safe, make somebody happy, than call it near mint and basically piss somebody off. So, all right, next up, and I'm going to say it, if you end up buying any of the full arts from either this week or any of the weeks coming forward where there's full arts listed, one thing I've noticed about black and white full arts, the texture, like everything about these, it's like amplified like tenfold when you see them in person. They're just so much better. I think photos, scans, anything just don't do them justice. That you just can't really appreciate it until you like run your finger across the texture and feel it, see it. It's just another level for sure. I should just do a binder set of all the black and white full arts, which is something I might do at some point. But again, if you're not new to the channel, you know that that's just another one to chalk up to the list and of the millions of things that I should and want to do. So we got Genesect full art though from Megalo Cannon. Heavy play on this one. You can see a little dent in the front of this one, but overall pretty clean face. And then you can see it kind of running through the back. And I mean, yeah, you can see exactly what I'm seeing. So, but overall, not a bad copy. Heavy play. Ooh. It's hard to sleeve through the camera. I gotta start looking at the actual card in the thing. All right, next up we have Reshiram. This is from the, and I quote, special trunk set. That's what the promo is called, the special trunk set Reshiram. This came with a Zekrom as well. This one being in damaged condition. Again, promo from BWP. You can see why I went with damaged on this one. And the back is not too much better. Some people might call it heavily played. Whenever I see something on the front like that or that kind of amplifies it for me. You know, if I'd be mixed between heavy play on damage on this one, if there wasn't marks on the front and these were on the back, I'd probably call it heavy play just because of eye appeal. But because they're on the front as well as the back, that is what I would, you know, that's when I get into, okay, I feel like this is damaged. All right, next up we have Meryl from Web Series. This is near mint condition. First edition on this copy. I mean, this is near mint, so you're really not going to see too much going on with this one. Web Series is a great set. Definitely underrated in my personal opinion. What is this Meryl from? This is what? This is a reprint of the Koro promo, I believe, if I'm correct. But he's the happiest boy. It's nice Sugimori artwork. And again, near mint on this copy. Alright, next up we have Leafeon level X. Beautiful, beautiful card here. Nice swirl, orbs everywhere, foiling going crazy. We got excellent condition on this one. And we got a little mark on the back there. And that's why we went with excellent. A little bit of whitening, little mark, but face of this one looks super clean. Really nice looking card. And excellent condition. Look at that swirl. Yeah. I love the Leafeon and the Glaceon level X's. I'm a huge fan. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if in my time so far I probably bought 100 copies of each of those. And I know that might sound crazy, but like legitimately. We got Mad Cargo EX. This one from Rulers of the Heavens in light play condition. Nice swirl on Mad Cargo as well. Face of this one looks pretty good. And on the back, I'd assume with light play, there's probably an indent or something somewhere. Got a mark there. Yeah, a little bit more extreme whitening than what I'd call excellent condition. But overall, really nice copy. Again, light play. Man, gotta love the old EX era. All right, next up, Metacham EX. This is from the Fighting Quick Construct pack. This one is in moderately played condition. Looks like there's a swirl in the middle there, kind of peeking through. A little scratch there. Overall, not a bad face. And on the back is where you're probably going to see the most of, yeah. Top has a little bit of A little bit of what you can see there, you know, that. But overall, not a bad looking copy. Again, moderately played. Medichamp's pretty cool, to be completely honest with you. Just my personal opinion. But I got a lot of opinions, and a lot of you know that. All right, next up, we have Blastoise Hollow from Cold Flare. This one in heavily played condition. Looks like you got a little bit of an indent on his chest there. Something here. Face of this one doesn't look too bad, though, overall. And then the back, I'd assume, is where we got the pain. Yeah, a lot of whitening, heavy wear in the edges. But not a bad binder copy, to be completely honest with you. Heavy play on this one again. All right, next up we have Rayquaza Dragon Selection. This one is damaged. Yeah, I mean, you can see the bottoms, or the bottoms. You can see the bottoms. You can see the bottom here. The corners pretty rough. Again, not a bad face. Perfect for a binder copy. Back is, again, where you're going to see most of the wear and tear. A lot of scratches, scuffs, indents, whitening, etc., etc. So, again, damage condition on this one, but not a bad looking card overall. Interesting one here. Again, the way I do this is I literally pick these all at random. So I have a bin that has each condition in it and has copies that I've condition checked throughout the week. I do a pick through that, like one at a time through each condition, and I just don't pick any of the same card and come up with 40 cards this week. From now on, it'll be 42. And the same thing with the PSA stuff. I literally pick out extra copies of out of a bin, out of my bins that I have by typing, and just grab, and whatever comes up. And that's basically the way I pick these. So, I mean, some of this stuff, I mean, some weeks you might have stuff that doesn't even sell. I don't know. But I kind of like that. I like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Anonymity? I don't know. It's anonymous that I'm picking them, and completely by chance, so it gives a wide variety, and there's no duplicates either, which is cool too. It gives a wide variety of stuff to look at, and a wide variety of conditions too. I mean, somebody might want a card, but maybe they don't want it in that condition, and somebody might want it in that condition. So, again, I like picking these things anonymously by chance, and it's interesting to see like what people are interested in what. But we got Bill's Teleporter here from Web Series. This one in near mint condition, and I mean, this is a super clean copy. Cool card. Again, near mint, so you're really not going to see much going on here. Great looking copy. And I would assume somebody picking this up, I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe somebody's a big Bill fan. I mean, Bill is pretty big time in the whole scheme of things as far as Pokemon goes. I mean, maybe somebody's a Bill collector, but I'd say somebody picking this up. Most likely they're trying to finish out a set with, you know, excellent to near mint, or just near mint plus copies. All right, moving on. We got another one from Dragon Selection here. We have the Latios. This one in excellent condition. Got a little bit of a mark up there. And otherwise, this thing's pretty clean overall. A little bit of whitening. And that's why we went with excellent, because of the mark up top. But great looking card. The whole Dragon Selection set's really good. It's interesting that I did that like kind of one time. I mean, maybe this was like the birth of dragons as far as the typing goes. That actually probably is why. But definitely a cool idea for a set. Small set if somebody wants to put it together too. It's definitely not super costly. I mean, I would say for all near mint copies, you probably get away with like $100 to grab them all. Maybe give or take, just depends. Again, excellent condition on this one, on this Latios. Next up, we have cool one here. Really like this card. We got Scyther EX from the Trico Constructed deck. This one in light play condition. Face got a little bit of a marking down here. These non-hollows from this area get like, it's like scuffing, but it's not. I really can't describe it, but you can already see it when you shimmer the card over it. But overall, I mean, this isn't a bad looking face on this one. Back looks pretty clean overall. A little bit of chipping here and there. Got a mark there. Again, light play on this one. Great looking Scyther card. They did not do a foil of this one in Japanese like they did in English, but to be honest, I think this one looks really good. All right, Dragon selection again. This time Latias, and this time this one in moderately played condition. I did notice there's a lot of people watching these, not even for the auctions, which, I mean, it's completely fine. Nothing is ever, like, purchase required when you watch my videos, but people are actually really appreciating the up close and personal with some of these cards, which I also find to be, like, kind of a little bonus for this series as well. But yeah, moderately played on this one. We got some severe, well, not severe, but more severe edge wear, whitening, you know, kind of wear and tear around the corners. I was going to say, is there anything on the front? Can't see anything myself. Looks like a pretty clean copy. Maybe a mark there in the middle. But overall, for moderately played, not a bad looking copy. All right, now we got Zapdos McDonald's promo. This is a P promo. This one in heavily played condition. Looks like we got a lot of scratching. I wouldn't even call those indents in the front. They're more of like deeper scratches and then indents. So not a terrible face for heavily played, but definitely, again, heavily played card here. And the back is, I mean, just as you see it. Good looking card, though. Who did this one? Oh, Kusajima. No wonder it's a good card. It's a nice promo. Again, heavily played on this one. All right, we got Charizard from EX Battle Boost. This one in damage condition. And, I mean, you can see why it's damaged because, well, the way that it is. Back is pretty roughed up as well, but, you know, you look at it like this, and you're like, hey, that's what it's going to look like in my binder, and if I'm going to pay a super discount just for a binder copy, I mean, why not buy a damaged copy? This is a great-looking card. I actually have one of these signed by Tokia in my collection. A friend of mine got it when he was at... that was like one of the first signings before all that stuff took off, and I mean, what now? It's crashed and doesn't happen anymore. I don't know. I don't follow that jazz. I know a lot of people that were involved with it. Was fortunate enough to have somebody get me a Tokia, 2 Tokia autographs. I have this and his Victini artwork that was a BWP promo. Excuse me, or actually maybe an XYP. And then I was fortunate enough to get a really awesome Bulbasaur. It's from the quarter deck in Japanese. I was able to get that signed. A friend of mine got it signed. He was working staff at the signing and was able to get it for me by Harada. So that one's super cool. I have not gotten those graded. I heard it's getting harder and harder to get it done. I might try. I would actually like those graded for display. Those are something that are just never going to leave me. But yeah, again, have a Tokia this in my collection signed, which is cool. But yeah, damage condition on this one. Little tangent there. You guys are like, dude, this is supposed to be about auctions, not about your stuff. Shut up. And, you know, I could completely agree with you. All right, next up we have Tornadus. And for whatever reason, I thought these were EXs for the longest time. I just assumed, hey, it's a full art from Black and White. This is an EX because all the other ones are. But from BW1, from the Black Collection and White Collection, they are literally just full arts. They're not anything else, which is kind of cool. Like, I didn't really notice that before. I will say this one and the Thunderous, they are definitely... They look, I mean, you can kind of pick up the full art speckling on this one, but the texture on these is absolutely insane. Like, these are actually really nice cards, and you don't really appreciate them until you hold them. I said about it earlier, but these ones especially, because I feel like they just kind of get thrown under the bus because they're just the first full arts from this era. But again, Tornadus full art from Black Collection. This one in near mint condition. Again, near mints, you're really not going to see much going on here, but again, we will take a look. Great looking copy, great looking card. Again, near mint. Next up, another black and white full art. This time we have Heatran EX. This one from Spiraler Force. This is another one that the texture, I mean, again, if you get this, I mean, yeah, I know some people don't like to touch their cards. Maybe you're even mad that I'm touching this, but just feel the texture because honestly, it is absolutely fantastic. Just a great card, to be honest. Again, excellent condition on this one. Front looks really clean, back looks clean, but the edge wear that this one has was just a little too much for me to call near mint. Just give me a sec, guys. Let me take a sip of water here. Here we go. All right. Next up, we got Mew, non-holo rare from Expedition. This one in light play condition. Again, these aren't like indents or scratches. These are like, again, whatever this scuffing is they got on the non-holos. Again, it's like scuffing. That's the best way to describe it. It's like a scuff, not a scratch, not an indent. I don't know. But again, light play on this one. Overall, really clean copy, a little bit of whitening, that little bit of scuffing. Again, super good looking binder copy. And then that's why we got light play on this one. Great looking card too. All right. Let me scroll down a little here. Hopefully we did more cards than we didn't do, but I don't think that's the case. Because we're 20 minutes in. We got Swampert EX from Team Aqua versus Magma. This one in moderately played condition. Front is looking super clean, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm about to see in the back. Yeah, this one just, it was even too much whitening and stuff to call this light play. Moderately played on this one, and you can see the indent there. So really ugly looking back overall for this one, but absolutely fantastic looking face on it. So that's why we want moderately played. Otherwise, if the face was ugly, this could be heavily played. And honestly, it could, if it went a little further, like marks in the front, I'd probably call this one damaged. But the face in this thing's like almost near mint, to be honest. I think it actually is near mint. Yeah, moderately played is the overall condition we went with on that. We have Ho-Oh EX, Koro promo from PCGP. This one in heavily played condition. And I mean, you can get an idea right away why this is heavily played. Indents, scratches, marks in the front. And we got pretty much the same thing going on in the back here with a little bit of whitening. Good looking card though. This has the glossy finish to it. Again, heavily played. We have Typhlosion EX from the Typhlosion EX constructed deck. This one in damaged condition. Definitely an interesting Arita. Looks like we got a swirl in the flame up there. That's pretty sweet. But I mean, you can see why this is damaged. We got corner wear. We got silvering on the face. The card itself, like the actual artwork, doesn't look too bad. But yeah, this is definitely damaged overall. And then following up on the back, you can see why. I mean, we got that. We got a lot going on here. But it's a nice swirl up there in the top, isn't it? Nice foiling. Like these. Again, damage condition on the Typhlosion. So we got another web series card here. We got Venonat. Near mint on this one. This is the reprint of the vending series. So even though it's a reprint artwork, yeah, this is why I went near mint. There's just like one of them scuff things on here. Like I was telling you, this isn't an indent or a scratch, just a scuff on. And I probably would assume the back is like cherry. Yeah. But even though this is a reprint artwork, the vending series is glossy, technically. So you're getting a completely different perspective having this one with not only the E-series border, but also no gloss, just completely non-holo. But again, near mint on this copy. The only thing you really see here, again, is that little scuff mark. That's about it. Super clean copy, super nice web series card. And really good artwork by Sumiyoshi Kazuki. All right, next up, we have Zapdos, Beat of the Frontier. This one in excellent condition. Face of this one looks pretty good. Maybe a couple scratches here and there. Edges have the consistent chipping with any of this type of foiling from this era. Looks like we got a mark up top there. And then overall, this is really clean other than a little bit of whitening, that, and some minor scratching, if any. I can't see it, but maybe you can. But great looking card, great looking foiling. It's Zapdos. Excellent condition, again. We have Jolteon, Team Magma vs. Aqua. This one in light play condition. Nice swirl on this one. Got a little mark there on the hollow. Overall, super clean face, though. And then, honestly, other than some whitening, a little chip there, super clean back for the most part, too. It's just pretty much that little mark is why I didn't want to give it excellent. If it was on the back, I would have gave it excellent, but because it's on the front, we went with light play. It's actually a double swirl, I think. Yeah, we got one there, and we got one there. It's a good-looking card. I like this one. I like all the evolutions from Magma vs. Aqua. It's another one of those ones where I feel like I should do a binder set of just those, or maybe I should just do all the EX-era sets to begin with. All right, next up we got Vileplume EX from Undone Seal. This one moderately played condition. Got a nice orb on Vileplume. I always really like this one because of the deep red of his head and then like just the really vibrant green and the foiling on this thing. I don't know, just always really like this one. I remember grading a 10 of this back before like everything popped off and grading was insane. I think a PSA 10 copy of this, I had an extra one and sold for like $25. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just where pricing was back then. Good looking face in this one. Again, this was moderately played, so I'm expecting to see some ugliness in the back. Yeah, got a nice mark there that I didn't like. And then a mark down here and a mark there. So clean overall looking card, but it's definitely got a few marks on it. You think maybe you can see it coming through here. I don't know. But overall, super clean face. Pretty much almost a near mint face. We need another sip of water. I'm struggling talking too much today. Alright. Next up, we have Charizard. Charizard EX. Koro comic promo. This one is in heavily played condition, and these always look super good when you just kind of keep them like this, and then you go like this, and I mean, you can see the marks, indents, etc. on this thing. So if you want it in your binder, it's going to look nice, but again, you're just going to have to be aware that, I mean, that's why it's heavily played. That's why, you know, that's there. Back doesn't look too bad overall. We got some marking, but this is pretty notorious for any of the magazine promos. They just end up getting damaged because of the way they were released a lot more often like this. But yeah, heavily played on this one, but overall, not a bad looking copy. I wonder how many times I've said the same exact things this video, and then you guys are like, man, this guy's annoying. I mean, I sometimes I'd find my own self annoying, and I am myself, so if that isn't some sort of crazy, then I don't know what is. All right, next up we have Nobunaga's Ambition pre-order promo, Rayquaza. This is from BWP. Damage condition on this one. This is definitely a very unique promo. We got, I would assume this is Nobunaga in the background. The Rayquaza itself is shiny and has a very unique stamping on this one. Again, damage condition on this. Nice indent there. Bottom has a lot of edge wear on the corners or fraying, and then the back is just, I mean, this card was loved by somebody, so. But overall, again, not a bad binder copy. Damage condition again, and yeah, it's a very unique promo for sure. All right, next up we have Ivysaur. Again, web series. This one in near mint condition. Again, near mint, so you're really not going to see much going on here. This one is also unlimited. Some people might care about that. Some people might not. This is a reprint of the VHS intro pack Ivysaur. So it's pretty sweet. It's a good looking card. Ivysaur's awesome. Oh, it kind of almost looks like he's using Solar Beam there, doesn't it? Again, near mint on that one. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 singles to go and 2 graded, and then we'll get out of here. And again, the link is in the description, and you can check these out at any time. Again, I will be trying to go live on Sunday. We will see if that happens. And I mean, no purchase necessary. You can just pop in to ask a few questions and tag along and follow the auctions, or, you know, you can bid on everything in the auction. It's up to you. All right, we got Manectric EX from Clash of the Blue Sky. Manectric, super underrated Pokemon in my opinion. Again, excellent condition on this one. Beautiful foiling. Looks like we got a beautiful face on this one overall. And then the back, yeah, got a little mark there. But overall, super clean copy here. Again, excellent condition. Looks like it might have a little mark there as well. Beautiful card. And again, in my personal opinion, underrated Pokemon. All right, next up, we have Fighting Energy, Magnumverse Aqua. These were 1 per pack, but I said about this the last time I sold one of these. It's 1 per pack, but you would think there would be more of these out there floating around and that they'd be way cheaper if they were 1 per pack. I just don't really understand it, to be completely honest with you. Maybe they just all got put in decks, or maybe people still use them in decks. I really don't know, but you definitely don't see them as much as you would think for an energy card that's 1 per pack, and also the price doesn't reflect something that would be 1 per pack. So interesting there. But again, Magnumverse Aqua, light play on this one. I mean, you don't really have to say much about these. They're just absolutely beautiful. A lot of people are getting these signed and sketched on for the longest time. We got a little mark down here, and then some edge wear and whitening, but overall super clean face. Man, I really do like these. Again, light play on this one, great copy. We have Moltres EX. This is from the Kyurem Battle Strength deck, so like BWP era. I think this might be a reprint of the like an original one, or maybe this only came in the deck from BWP. I really can't remember. But face looks pretty good, unless there's something you're seeing. This one's really glossy, so I can't really tell quite as good through the camera. And then the back is where you're going to see the majority of the whitening, etc., etc. There must be like an indent on the front here somewhere that I went with moderately played, but maybe it's so minuscule that you can't see it, or at least I can't see it. Maybe like, I don't know. Those are just little nodules in the foiling. A lot of people think these are like indents, but they're not. It's part of like the foiling process. There's something somewhere here, and I'm sure you guys are seeing it, but I can't. But if that's the case, I mean, overall, super clean looking copy for moderately played, but I'll stick with what I went with originally. Good looking card too. I like the shield in the background of that. It's just, I don't know, overall just a really good looking card. We have Umbreon, Holo Rare from Thunder Knuckle. This one in heavily played condition. So we got a corner nick there. It's funny, we got some bids coming in on some of the newer auctions. I just had a notification. A couple dings here, little indents. Overall, the foiling though, I mean, this is pretty clean face. Back, see the mark there. See some, call that dog bites is what I like to call them. Or I don't know, I'm gonna call it like, gotta come up with a name. It's dog something, but I'm not exactly sure yet. Call baby dog bites, I don't know. I want to come up with an actual term for that, because that's the first thing I think of when I see marks like that. But again, heavily played on this one. Overall, really good looking face. Just a couple little marks that you probably honestly wouldn't notice in the binder. Great looking card too. Great looking card by 5-band graphics. A lot of people don't like 5-band, but they do some good work. All right, we have Lugia EX from Plasma Gale. This one in damage condition. Yeah, you're going to see marks all over the face of this, I believe. Yeah, we got, somebody was like, they were like writing a note on this thing or something. But it's crazy. I mean, when you look at it like this, you wouldn't even know. And then you're just like, woo. And in the back, we got a lot of road rash going on here. Oof. Whitening all over. But again, that's why this is listed as damage. But again, in a binder, will you know? You tell me. Who did this? Toy Stay Beach. Is that like another graphics company? I don't think I've ever actually seen that one before. All right, we're on the home stretch, I think, here for singles. We got 1, 2, 3, 6 more to go, one of each condition, and then we'll jump into these graded cards. I'll give you a little closeout, and then you go on your way, I'll go on my way, and we'll have a nice day. We got Espeon EX, Rage of the Broken Heavens, near mint on this one. got a little mark, it looks like maybe there. You can barely tell on the back of this. Super clean. But really, just overall, incredibly clean card. Good looking card, too. What is this? Ayaka Yoshida. Again, don't recognize that artist too much either, but yeah, it's a good looking card. Love this era too. This era is starting to feel real good. This is like feeling like vintage now. Get near mint on that one. Ooh, I love this card too. One of my, definitely, I would say probably top 10 favorite Venusaurs. We got the Venusaur from the Venusaur EX Construct starter deck. This one in excellent condition. He's got this crazy big nose swirl thing going on there. This is pretty... These are like exclusive to this type of foiling from this era. I don't think this occurred in any other era. I could be completely wrong there. You could probably call me a liar if you want, if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's only from EX era. Well, no, I think I'm already wrong. Did they do this? Isn't there a Giratina that I've showed off a few times? The Diamond and Pearl one. I think it's Diamond and Pearl, not Platinum. Doesn't that one have a similar, it's almost like I don't know what I would call this. It's like something Roman. It's like a Roman, like an old symbol. They would call it something, but I can't think of what it is. Look at it, though. It's like hypnotizing almost. But I digress from what we should be doing, which is telling you more about the card and moving on instead of talking, because I talk too much as it is. But we got Venusaur EX. Excellent condition. Venusaur EX constructed deck. Amazing swirl. Back is pretty clean overall, except for the whitening and chipping on the side. So that's why I didn't go near mint, even though the face itself is probably near mint condition. It's a good looking card. Again, one of my favorite. I've owned a 10 in English. I've owned a 10 in Japanese. I haven't kept them. I think I talked about this the other day. What I want to do basically with this is I want to get all three of the sealed decks, so the Charizard, the Blastoise, and the Venusaur, and then put them on display. I think that'd be cooler than just owning the copies outright. All right, we have Hitmonlee Web Series in light play condition. Without the glossy texture, you definitely get a better perspective of the artwork. And we're going to actually do a zoom in on this one because there's something weird going on here. What's he doing? Is he, I'd like to see the finish of this artwork. Is he like stomping out something? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? It almost looks like he's in like a jail cell or something and he's stomping out his roommate. That's what it looks like to me. Who did this? Shinichi. I don't know, man. You tell me what you think's going on. It almost looks like a Mankey, maybe? It's kind of messed up. But yeah, Web Series, light play on this one. Got a corner neck here. Camera's shaking a little bit. Not too bad other than that. And then on the back, got some marking here and the corner showing through there. But overall, pretty clean other than that. And yeah, again, he's doing something. I don't exactly know what, but he's doing things. You tell me what you think he's doing. All right, another Web Series card. We have the Diglett. This is like, what is it, the Asobikata or something like that promo in the non-reprint. There's also a Doug Trio with similar artwork. This one in moderately played condition. You can see the indent on his face there, some there. Back is really clean, though, other than that. So pretty much got a couple marks there, and that's why I didn't want to go any higher than moderately played. It's a little chewed up there. But overall, not a bad-looking copy. All right, next up, we have Dark Electrode from Rocket Gang Strikes Back. This one in heavily played condition. Much better than just the regular Dark Electrode from the original Rocket set. I know it's the original one, but this one in a holo and just the artwork and everything is much better. Again, heavily played on this one. Let's see what we got out of the back. It's really chewed up. Excuse me. Yeah, pretty much really heavy whitening and some marks and whatnot here on the back. But the face itself really isn't too bad, except for maybe like a mark there. Yeah. Good looking card, though. How many times have I said good looking card? I think every card's good. Every card can be good looking if you look at it the right angle, you know? All right, and lastly for the singles, we have Thunderous full art from the White Collection in damaged condition. Basically, this is the counterpart of the Tornadus we showed off earlier. Again, super good texture on this, just like that one. You can kind of see it getting picked up here. I mean, this, like, you literally feel, it's like abrasive. It's seriously like abrasive. It's actually wild. And the back of this one, I think, is what was the issue. Yeah, this thing's got some insane whitening all the way around it. Center of the card doesn't look bad, and the face itself doesn't look bad. But there's enough. So we got a mark there, too. There's enough with that mark and the whitening, extreme whitening, for me to call this damaged. But overall, again, nice looking binder copy, and somebody will probably be happy with it. All right, so that does it for the singles. Got 2 more cards to go here, and then we'll close this out. The 2 graded cards going off this Sunday are Charmeleon from Shining Darkness, PSA 9. This artwork is by Atsuka Nishida. You can definitely tell just by looking at it right away that it's by Nishida. Again, PSA 9 on this one, as you can see by the label. First edition Shining Darkness. Don't worry about that. Some condensation because I guess my hands are hot. I clean off all my cases before I send them out. And I also put them in sleeves, so don't worry about that. But yeah, really good looking Charmeleon. Starting bid on this one's $14.99. Starting bid on all the singles is $1.99, because I don't think I mentioned that earlier. All right, next up, we got Dusknoir from Space Time Creation, PSA 9. And I don't know what everybody's beef with Dusknoir is, but it's definitely one of those Pokemon that doesn't seem that popular, and I don't understand why. I think Dusclops, and Dusknoir are all good Pokemon. Duskull being my favorite personally, but I just feel like nobody likes Dusknoir, and I don't really get it. So, but beautiful PSA 9 copy from Space Time Creation here. Unlimited, beautiful foiling, cool Pokemon, and put some respect on his name, you know? Back. I don't know why this even got a 9. Is the centering off? Nope. Who knows? The world may never know. But great looking copy. But yeah, guys, that about does it. Again, 2 graded cards, 40 singles, all going off this Sunday. I guess might as well say the date. This Sunday, the 7th of April. Time will be approximately 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when they will start, or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when they'll start going off, and they'll finish up about 45 minutes later. I will try to go live on Sunday about 5 minutes-ish before the first auction goes off, and we'll kind of go through these if you want to join and watch everything go off live. Again, all starting bids on these were at $1.99. Again, these have been up for 7 days, so some of them already have bids. Same deal with these. Starting bid is $14.99. I think 1 or 2 already have bids. No shill bidding, no BS, no not shipping a card if it doesn't, go over the minimum bid price. That's not how this works. I'm doing this for you guys, for the viewers, to be able to potentially get a good deal on something, to see some cards maybe you've never seen before. And it also is a kickback to me. More traffic to the store, more traffic to the YouTube, potential new customers, potential new YouTube viewers. It just all kind of comes full circle. And at the end of the day, the way it seems like it's been the last couple weeks, I've either been breaking probably even on this stuff, or maybe losing $50 here and there. But I'll pay that $50 to potentially get more people here to watch and drag more traffic to the store. It seems like it's been working out really well. I've been happy with it, so it's a good trade-off. So hopefully you guys have still been enjoying this, enjoying the auctions, enjoying this series. And again, from here on out, everything I show will be going off the following, or that coming Sunday. And there are new listings already up to be viewed right now, and there'll be a video on that next week, the Thursday before they go off on that Sunday. Again, I know that sounds confusing. I just don't know a better way to describe it. But you get it. You understand. I know you do. You're smarter than I am. And yeah, you'll figure it out. But as always, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you.